everyone. In this video, I am going to discuss 10 commonly asked questions pertaining to CFA. So without further ado, let us get started. The first common question being, what is the scope of the CFA exam? Naturally, this question would be there in anyone and everyone's mind because they are going to be investing their time and money, so they definitely need to know the scope. Let me tell you, the scope is great for CFA in the times to come because a lot of companies in India have started recruiting CFAs and the demand is just increasing year on year. Let me tell you a fact. Earlier, CFA Level 1 exam was conducted twice a year. Now the CFA Level 1 exam is conducted 4 times in a year. What does this tell you? The increased scope of the CFA exam, because the number of registrations are increasing, hence the CFA Institute had to increase the number of attempts in a year.
Also, COVID being a very unfortunate incident, it has taught us one thing, that is the importance of savings. People have started saving a lot after COVID. This has given a boost to the mutual fund industry, the investment management industry, and here is where a lot of CFA charter holders are employed. So CFA being a finance course is definitely having a great scope in the future. Second commonly asked question is, who administers the CFA exam? The answer to this question is, CFA course is provided by the CFA Institute, which is located in United States of America. Now many people have this question that there is one Indian CFA, there is one international CFA. So let me answer that. Now the Indian CFA is no more there. There is only one CFA, that is International CFA, provided by the CFA Institute, USA. So 2 of your questions get answered. The third question being, how tough is the CFA program? Now let me tell you, that depends on the student. On a scale of 10, I would rate the toughness level somewhere around 7. So it is not too easy, neither it is extremely difficult to crack. Given consistent efforts, you can crack the exam. Question number 4. What is the eligibility criteria to register for the CFA exam? The eligibility criteria is that a student should be at least in the 2nd year of graduation to appear for the exam. That means as soon as you are done with your 12th standard boards, you can start preparing for your CFA exam during your 1st year of graduation, and as soon as your 2nd year of graduation starts, you can appear for the exam. 5th commonly asked question is, which are the subjects involved? Now, I cannot individually tell you which subjects are involved in detail. The subjects mentioned on the screen are the 10 subjects for CFA Level 1 and Level 2. Level 3 has 10 different subjects. If you have some questions about the subject, that what would this subject cover, in our brochure we have mentioned details about specific subjects. So if you want to avail the brochure, contact us on the given number. Question number 6. In how many years will the CFA course be completed? The answer to that question is, if you pass all the 3 levels in the first attempt, it would take you approximately 2.5 to 3 years to clear the entire course, which by the way is a very good time period. The 7th commonly asked question is, what is the cost of the CFA course? So the cost is, pertaining to Level 1, the candidate has to pay one-time registration cost of USD 350 and exam fees of USD 900. So total cost is $1250 US. Add to that 18% GST. So the final cost is $1,475 for CFA Level 1. For the subsequent attempts, Level 2 and Level 3, a candidate only has to pay the exam cost of $900 plus the applicable GST because the one-time registration cost has already been paid at the time of Level 1 registration, which is valid for lifetime. Now just ensure that this cost is in dollars, $1,475.
So whenever you are registering for the exam, you have to translate this cost at an appropriate exchange rate prevailing at that point of time. The 8th commonly asked question is, what is the passing criteria? Now let me tell you, CFA Institute has no common passing criteria. Like in CA Final, we all know that CA Final consists of 800 marks, out of which a student needs 40 marks in each individual subject and 400 marks in total to clear the CA exams. But unfortunately, we don't have any specific criteria for the CFA exams. It is the sole discretion of the CFA Institute to decide the passing criteria, and it does not disclose the passing criteria as well. So if you do not clear the exam, you really do not know because of what factor you did not clear the exam. So the best approach would be to go fully prepared for the exam so that we don't have to think about this question at all. The next question being, is any work experience or internship required to give the CFA exam? The answer is no. The student can give the CFA exam without any work experience. But once you clear all 3 levels of CFA, you get something called as CFA charter. Now to avail that charter, the candidate must have at least 4,000 hours of work experience completed in a minimum of 36 months. Now it is not compulsory to avail the charter. Charter is something that is recognized by law. So if, for example, I want to start my own money management practice, I can avail the charter. It would add credibility to my CFA qualification. By being a CFA charter holder, you get to be a member of the CFA society, wherein you can attend a lot of networking events. So that is the benefit of availing the charter. But for example, I have given all 3 levels of CFA and my employer does not require that I should have a charter. So then there is no need for me to avail the charter. I simply have given all 3 levels of CFA, I have received the CFA certificate, and that's all. So if you want to be in employment under someone, it's okay if you don't avail the charter. But it is better if you do, it would add further credibility to your CFA certification. And the final question being, does CFA Institute provide any installment options to pay its fees? The answer is yes. As I already explained, the fees for CFA is $1,475 for level 1, which is something most of the candidates cannot pay in one shot. It translates to approximately 1,25,000 to 1,26,000 considering the current exchange rate of 82 per dollar. But now CFA Institute has started giving candidates EMI options. That means you can pay this fees in installments. So this is going to be a major boost to a lot of CFA aspirants. And now you all can look forward to doing CFA. I hope this video was useful enough for you to decide on pursuing CFA. If you have any questions or require any guidance, please feel free to contact us on the given number. We shall be more than happy to help you. Do not forget to share this with a friend of yours who might also have these questions. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for more updates.